Hey guys, welcome to Unique Journeys. Today we're traveling from Albuquerque to Vancouver on Delta's products. So come along with us and see how we fare. First time to Canada, it's always going to be a fun time. We're going in January, so that means it's going to be flippin' freezing. When we got to Vancouver, it was actually like negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit. They just went through a really cold snap. But geez, I'd never been to such a beautiful place in North America. I believe Canada's one of my favorite places. Really love the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, Vancouver now. Just a really short trip, a 2-day trip, just to see what it is like out there. And we will be definitely going back to experience more of Canada. We did some fun things. We did a seaplane tour, which we'll go over later in the video. We walked around the town. We drove around the big bridge. I have to look up what the name of it is. We went to an overlook by one of the ski resorts overlooking the city. So just a really awesome time. Hopefully we'll get to go back soon, but we have more trips planned up for 2024. So enjoy our trip as we go through Canada on Delta Airlines. My journey begins at Albuquerque International Sunport. This is actually my home-based airport, so I fly out here all the time. It's kind of a quirky airport. Not too small, not too big, just the right size of airport, I feel like, for this city. You can pretty much get anywhere you need to go in the U.S. I do wish there was more international flights out of here, but they're doing a lot of renovations right now, so hopefully that does bring more air travel to different places that it doesn't offer right now. So currently they are renovating pretty much everything from TSA checkpoint, where it's going to increase the TSA size, to the food hall. We're getting a bunch of new restaurants, Dunkin' Donuts I'm really excited about. I do wish we had like a micro Sky Club here or a Delta Sky Club here for like the early morning departures, just to grab something to eat and some coffee. But you know, you can't get everything. With the renovations, I do hope to do a review of this airport soon. I am in contact with management here to do some of the updates on the renovations. So hopefully that'll be done soon for one of my future videos. But yeah, let's begin our journey to Vancouver. Our first flight is from Albuquerque to Seattle on a Delta Embraer 175. A lot of connection flights fly out of Albuquerque to one of their hubs, either via LAX, Seattle, or Atlanta, and even Minneapolis now, which is nice. Delta does fly full-size domestic jets like the A321, A220 to like Minneapolis and Atlanta, but to Seattle and LA, it's on the Embraer 175, which actually I do like that plane a lot. I feel like it's small enough, comfortable, even in their Comfort Plus and economy. We're doing Comfort Plus today from here to Salt Lake City, and then the Comfort Plus from Salt Lake City to Seattle, and then first class from Seattle to Vancouver, which is like a 30-minute flight. But as you can tell in the airport right here, there's a lot of construction going on. The roof or the ceiling is missing, and Delta gates are all the way at the end of the concourse at the Sunports. Yeah, it's Sunport for short. Everyone just calls it Sunport here. They don't call it Albuquerque International Sunport. They just call it the Sunport. But let's see how the flight is to Vancouver. As you enter the Embraer 175, you'll see 12 first class seats, 20 Delta Comfort Plus seats, and 38 main cabin seats. We are in Delta Comfort Plus, but man, those first class seats are so comfortable. The width is bigger, more leg room, just wonderful seats. The Comfort Plus seats are great too compared to main cabin. Again, a lot of legroom on this plane. Really enjoy this flight. The overhead cabin space is great on here. Every bag fits, so just an awesome flight, just an awesome plane. I love flying on this plane. Even though it's small, it doesn't offer all the amenities, just a great plane. Like I said, the Embraer 175 is one of my favorite planes to fly on. Not just because of the ease of it, but also just how simple it is. I mean, it's just a great plane to fly on. Seats are comfortable, legroom is great. Even in main cabin, legroom is great. Of course, I love first class on this plane, especially row one. You have like unlimited legroom, which is awesome. But Comfort Plus is more than enough for these short flights. I'm averagely tall, I guess you could say. So in the long run, legroom is great. I can fit my backpack under there. Tray tables are great. We'll go over more of that in a second, but just an awesome flight. All right, so we're on the flight from LAX to Albuquerque in Delta Comfort Plus. How you feeling?
I didn't hear you, but I feel tired.
She's very tired. It's been a long day for her since she's a little broken. But overall, the seats are more comfortable than WestJet. Legroom is very good on here. Not as good as WestJet, but we were in the bulkhead of that, so it doesn't really count. Service is a lot better. We do get free alcohol on this flight, along with better snacks. So, yeah, overall, pretty comfortable, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's comfortable. She's not listening. She's not listening at all. As you can tell, legroom is very good on this flight on Comfort Plus. Even me at 6 feet, I still have a lot of legroom. I can fit my backpack under the seat also, which is a very large backpack. I do love flying over Western US almost as much as the Pacific Northwest. It's just so beautiful, gorgeous, and scenic on this early morning. So, being in Comfort Plus on a Delta flight, you know what you're getting in the long run. Later in this video, we'll be flying WestJet, which is a Canadian airline. Never been on a WestJet flight before. I've heard mixed reviews about WestJet online, how sometimes they cut corners, not the best service, or these aspects. So kind of excited to see if it's right or wrong in the long run. I mean, like I said, I fly Delta a lot. Delta's my main airline. Nothing against American or United. I haven't tried their first class products. I'm hoping to do so in the future. I have tried Delta's first class products, wonderful products. As you see here, Delta flights, all Delta flights have free Wi-Fi, except for this flight. They're rolling it out to all their airlines. I'm sure they're going to do their main flights first and then their connections next. As you can tell, the internet speed isn't the fastest right now, but they'll be getting new internet soon on this plane that is free to all SkyMiles members, which is awesome. But this is enough to do just basic stuff. It's good enough for me right now. All right, we made it to Vancouver. It was a very cold night, like I said, when we got here. The temperature was well below zero. They actually had one of the coldest weeks they've had in a very long time right before we arrived. I mean, -15, -20 degrees Fahrenheit, they were telling us. But so far, airport was easy. Customs was super easy. So really happy how the process went. It's pretty late, and we kind of have an early day tomorrow, getting some seaplanes videos done. So it should be pretty exciting. Let's see what happens.
Good morning from Vancouver, Canada.
It's very cold this morning, about 4 degrees Fahrenheit. We are in Vancouver, as you can tell. Today, we are going to be taking a seaplane tour on one of these guys down here.
I gotta say I'm pretty nervous because I get motion sickness, but I came prepared.
And we made a new friend today. His name is Frank the Seagull. He's a pretty friendly little guy. I mean, very friendly. But yeah, we are taking a seaplane tour, so come on an adventure with us today, and hopefully you don't get sick.
It's fun. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. Other than that, I think it'll be pretty fun.
And hopefully we're warm because it's freaking cold out there. Oh, bye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.
Frank! So the flight we are taking is provided by Harbour Air. Harbour Air flies all over British Columbia with these seaplanes. The plane we are taking today is a DHC-3 de Havilland turbine single otter. I might have pronounced that wrong, but it's a cool little seaplane. Never been on them. Very small, as you can tell. Holds about 14 passengers. So let's see how it is.
You ready?
It's really small in this plane.
It's a little tug.
No, have you?
Need your attention for a minute. Any questions, just let me know after, all right?
Let's see how it is. flight begins flying northwest over Vancouver and Cole Harbor, heading to the Northern Shore Mountains. A lot of really cool mountains here. Harbor Air offers a lot of flights, like I said, all over British Columbia. I mean, you could fly to Victoria for the day and fly back to Vancouver if that's where you're staying there. It's just a really, really cool airline service. You can tell we get really close to the mountains. This plane, I've never been on this type of plane before, a turbine plane. It was just really cool how it all works. Never experienced something like that. The pilot was really good at what he did. A little bit of a rough ride, flying over those mountain ranges, but in the long run, it was just so cool to see all that nature, be up close and personal to the snow-capped mountains. As you can tell right here, we're flying over one of the many ski resorts in Vancouver, and just seeing the people fly down the mountain is super cool as we're flying over. Just a really cool experience that I've never seen before. It was so beautiful. I love these mountains. It was one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my life. And I come from a state that has a lot of mountains, but these were different. Seeing the ocean in the background, and the ski slopes, and the boats in the harbor, as you can tell back over there, and Vancouver in the distance. Just a really cool experience. We booked this trip on Viator for $253 US, which I don't think is too bad of a deal for what we experienced. It's about a 30-minute to 40-minute flight around these mountains, including the water landing, everything to that extent, which is really awesome. Along with that, they give us free coffee and tea at the terminal. So pretty much you check in, you can sit down. You have to check in about 20 minutes before the flight is what they recommend. They give you a little purple boarding pass when you enter the boarding zone. You give that purple boarding pass to the gate agent, I guess you call them, but they're on the dock. But just a very cool experience. I really recommend it. I mean, right here is one of my favorite mountain peaks I did see. It was just a beautiful experience. For $253, I would really do this again, or maybe take a flight to Victoria to see how it is. As we start our approach for landing in the harbor, started to reflect on this flight and really felt like it was really 100% worth it through Harbor Air. Yeah, the price is a little high, but what you see, like experiencing this type of plane, experiencing the scenery, it really is worth it. And like the landing alone was just eerie but cool at the same time, because like when you're flying on an airplane, when you land, you're like, okay, typical landing, but landing on water is just different. It's a little bit weird feeling if you're not used to it, but like I said, just 100% worth it. I'll leave a link below to the Harbor Air official website to see how much pricing is to book it, but just 100% worth it. Really cool. So after the seaplane tour, we took a drive to Stanley Park, which is like a central park, like New York City, but it's pretty much in the middle of Vancouver. This park was massive, beautiful. It didn't feel like you were in the city at all. Really cool, a lot of hiking trails to go through. Right outside Stanley Park is Lions Gate Bridge, which leads to North Vancouver. This bridge was awesome. Not as big as the Golden Gate Bridge, but just beautiful views of the mountains and the bay and the city. Just a really cool thing to drive over. It's only 3 lanes, so like certain lanes have two-way, other days it has 2-way going the other way, so it's pretty cool. We were driving up to Cypress Outlook, which is a very cool outlook overlooking the city. Just an awesome drive, peaceful, not much traffic. It's about 30 to 40 minutes outside of the city. It's a little bit of a drive, but as you can tell, the view is beautiful. It was a little smoggy today. It's kind of cold, you can tell. But you can see the whole bay. You can see everything out there, the whole city. It's on the way up to one of the ski valleys, which Vancouver has a lot of ski valleys, which I do want to try one of these days, just to see how it is, because I do like skiing a lot. But as you can tell, just an awesome view. Not many people up there. It was a little cold, like I said, but the sun did help warm up a little bit. Here's some information about Cypress Park, which is handy just in case you want to go further in, but awesome. So we had a really fun time in Vancouver. Um, Probably be coming back to spend more time here to explore more in the summer. We just really enjoyed the city. It was laid back, fun. We'll be heading out tomorrow back to Albuquerque, flying WestJet, which we'll have more later in the video. But honestly, just a fun, laid back city. Our hotel, the Marriott, was really nice. Great location downtown. Very clean city. Everyone was super friendly here. Just an awesome vibe here.
Good morning.
Today we're at Vancouver International Airport on an early morning, catching a flight on WestJet, Canada's, I guess, #1 airline.
Well, don't say things.
I don't, I don't know, but we'll see how WestJet is. We are sitting in premium economy from here to LAX, so we'll see how it is. We're at the Plaza Premium Lounge right now, where the food isn't that great. I mean,
The potatoes were good.
this sausage is like what'd you say it was?
Like that potted meat
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, was not good. But
Service
the
is
potatoes
great.
were good.
Service was great here. Very nice. Oh, everyone in Canada's been super
Yeah, I do
nice.
have to say that everybody in Canada was like extra nice.
But we'll see how WestJet is, and then on to Delta Comfort Plus after to go home to Albuquerque,
Which we've done before.
which I love Delta Comfort Plus. It's great legroom. I mean,
Can't go wrong with
yeah,
that one.
no, it's always a worth the upgrade or free upgrade or whatever you get. But yeah, the Plaza Premium Lounge at Vancouver International Airport, not the best, but free is free.
And it's better than nothing.
And it's a priority pass lounge, so I got in it. We got in it with our credit card. They have no Centurion lounges, I don't believe, at YVR, which is Vancouver National Airport, or Centurion lounges. So we'll see how the rest of this trip goes.
We're excited
Yep.
to go home. See
Yep.
our Daisy Bean.
Daisy. Oh God, I'll put a picture below.
Yes, I was gonna say we'll add a picture of our Daisy Bean.
Oh God,
See you later.
Daisy. Goodbye.
So YVR, or Vancouver International Airport, seemed like a bit of an outdated airport for a major city in Canada like this. I have to admit, passport control was super easy, super simple, all digital, but that was the only thing that seemed very modern. Other than that, the airport features lackluster lounges, food options were average, check-in took forever. Entering the plane, as you can see here, we were flying on a Boeing 737-800. This plane seemed very old and outdated, honestly. Entering the plane, it just didn't seem newer like some of the newer planes, even from Southwest and even Frontier Airlines and Spirit. You see these seats and they seem like they're from the 90s, worn out, not comfortable. But we'll see how service is. Everyone was pretty friendly when we entered, but as you can tell, like, just not the newest, not the most upkept. Either first class looks like it's from the 90s, honestly. No IFE, no in-flight entertainment. We were in these seats right here, premium economy as they call it. Just really more legroom in the long run. That's all it needs. Just more legroom. Nothing else. No food service included. It was a pretty long flight. Not the longest flight I've been on, but they had food for purchase, which we did purchase, I believe. But we'll see how it is.
All right, so we're on this flight right now. What's wrong with?
What?
What's
I just.
okay. Anyways,
Do you see how much he judges me?
We're on an 18-year-old Boeing 737 in WestJet Premium Economy. So legroom is very, very good. Broken ankle, very good, very good. Cabin is very dated, very old in here.
A little dated.
Yeah, but good legroom. I'm gonna order some food because I'm a little hungry, and we'll see how that is. and we'll let you know how the flight goes.
See you later.
So I looked at the food menu and decided not to get anything because it didn't look that good, honestly. So we just had a little bit of the little cookie chocolate thing they gave us and a ginger ale. Hold me over until we got to the Delta Sky Club in this very dated flight. I was pretty bored. The internet connection was slow. Thank God I downloaded Breaking Bad before I left Vancouver to watch. But at least they do accept all major credit cards, which is nice. Just again, not the best service. That's why I've heard a lot of complaints about them compared to Air Canada. I do want to try Air Canada to see how that is. But the one thing is, the views were gorgeous flying out of Canada and over the Pacific Northwest. And looking forward to get to the Delta Sky Club in LA.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Okay,
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. So we made it from Vancouver to LAX via WestJets. I mean, it was an alright flight, just really basic. I mean, no really customer service or anything. They did let you use the first class bathroom because of your broken leg or whatever.
My mobility issues, which I'm very grateful for.
They did question you at first, but then they saw the broken leg. But yeah, very basic. I mean, legroom was great on that flight. We did pay extra for the premium economy or extra legroom economy, whatever you call it. But I mean,
It's
shoulder
a basic flight.
shoulder
really.
width was a little tight. It was a very old plane. I mean,
Yeah, that's the main thing. It was
very old,
seats were a little
outdated. Yeah,
uncomfortable.
seats were uncomfortable. On the next flight, which we're going to compare it to with Delta Comfort, we'll compare that and see how the seats are. Basically, leg room, same stuff. But we're at the Sky Club right now, and compared to this morning, this food was way
30 times
better
better.
here.
Oh,
Oh my god, way better. Mac and cheese. What is it? Korean barbecue ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, taco
Tacos.
bars, drinks. They're giving out free
Coconut water.
coconut water. I don't know if you heard of this brand, but
100 coconuts.
100 coconuts. Never heard of them, but they're giving these free out. Gelato, just so much better. I ate so much because I was starving because barely got any food on the flight, and then the food this morning at the Plaza Premier Lounge was not great.
And if you know us, you know we can eat.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna wait for our next flight, and we'll be back.
Yeah. And then we'll get to see Daisy,
Oh,
which
God.
means you will too.
Oh God.
Did you put yours
Let's see. Gate 20.
It was honestly nice flying on a Delta flight again. Even though we were in Comfort Plus, the seats were just so much comfier. Legroom, like I said, was great. Wish we were in first class because I love the Embraer 175 first class seats. They're so wide and plush and feel like old school Cadillac seats, you know what I mean? Overstuffed leather seats. But Comfort Plus is more than enough for this short of a flight. It's only about a 2-hour flight from LA to Albuquerque. Just a wonderful time. Just wanted to give some words on this video on this channel. This is my first video, so be nice to me. I'm still learning all the editing, and we are still learning how to talk on camera. We're going to be doing a lot of traveling in 2024. This was our first trip. As you can tell, Megan recently broke her ankle, but she will be fully recovered soon. Our next trip is to Amsterdam and Paris, flying Delta and Premium Select and Comfort Plus on the way back, which we'll be doing a review on, and we'll be doing a review on things to do in Amsterdam and things to do in Paris. 3 separate videos for all of that. But we made it back to Albuquerque, happy to be home. It's pretty cold in Albuquerque too. It just rained and snowed, it looked like, in the mountains. But we're just really excited to be home. But I want to thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, and more travel information will be coming out soon. Thank you.